What's going on YouTube? Mr. Wheels here once again, welcoming you to another edition of Sports Talk. This is my 2016 World Junior quarterfinal video. I will only be looking at the quarterfinals in this video. I will make semifinal and gold medal and bronze medal preview videos when the time comes. I want to first say Happy New Year to everyone who celebrated the New Year. I really enjoyed the year of 2015. Really looking forward to 2016. Just want some news to pass your way. In 2015, my channel, in terms of views, doubled. I had about 9,500 views in the year of 2014, and I got about 20,000, over 20,000 in 2015. So my goal for 2016 is about 40,000 views and 80,000 minutes watched. And I know that's a pretty lofty goal, but I want my channel to grow and succeed gradually. So the reason I say that is if you haven't subscribed already, I'd ask you to please subscribe. I could really use the support. And don't forget to give me a like. Let's talk about the quarterfinals. Now, should point out that the game Russia versus Denmark, the first quarterfinal game, is already underway. I checked the score. It's already 1-0 Russia, less than 3 minutes into the game, or at least it was when I checked. I think it's no secret I would pick Russia to beat Denmark, considering the Danes really haven't had that great of a tournament. So I'm picking Russia to go on to the semifinals, and I see Russia at least making it to the bronze medal game, if not the gold medal game. Russia to me is really a dark horse, has been really a dark horse in this tournament. When you consider more has been made of the play of Team Sweden, Finland, the USA, all of those teams are favorites to possibly win this tournament. And of course Canada, a lot's been made of Canada and their underachieving play in this tournament. So Russia's kind of flown under the radar a little bit. Let's move on to the next quarterfinal game. That will be going on later this morning. It'll be Slovakia and Sweden. Now, obviously, you could look at this game and say Sweden is the obvious favorite. I think that would be a good prediction, but you can never count out the Slovakians. I said, they made it to the quarterfinal, and I could see the Slovakians giving Sweden a run for their money. I don't think they'll come out and win the game, but I don't think they'll get blown out either. And, it could possibly go into overtime between Slovakia and Sweden. Some of you may think that's unlikely because Sweden's been one of the better teams in the tournament, but I think the game will be close is what I'm trying to say. Now let's move on. Before we get to Canada-Finland, let's quickly talk about the USA Czech Republic. This is another game that I expect to be very close because the Czech Republic, while they haven't had a great tournament, they haven't necessarily got blown out either. And, the USA, I don't, obviously they're a contender to win the tournament, but I think they're more of a bronze medal contender rather than a gold medal contender. So I fully expect the Czech Republic to give the USA all they can handle. Wouldn't be surprised if the game went into overtime, and wouldn't be surprised at all if the Czech Republic actually upset the Americans, who have been, pretty confident in the tournament, and there needs to be an upset at some point. So I'm going to take the Czech Republic to possibly upset the Americans. We'll see what happens. Now, let's talk about the game that I'm sure everybody is going to watch and going to be, all eyes are going to be on this game. The host Finns versus the Canadians. Really the tale of two different teams here. I mean, the Finns have been flying high. They've got a very good top line. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the names of the guys on that top line, but basically they're a line of 17-year-olds who will probably be back next year if they don't get drafted and signed to NHL teams. The top line for Finland has 12 goals, and Canada as a team combined has only 12 goals. So, I mean, you could look at this game, and since the way the tournament has gone for Canada, you got to say that the Canadians are the underdogs here. With the Finns playing on home ice, having that sixth man, the crowd, and the crowd's going to be absolutely insane for the Finns, I'm sure. The Finns just have to keep doing what they've been doing, scoring lots of goals, getting solid D and goaltending. For Canada, I mean, everything that I said that they needed to do to be successful in their last preliminary game against Sweden, they didn't do. They pretty much got embarrassed by Sweden, in my opinion. And if you listen to the Canadian team players, they say the preliminary round doesn't matter. Well, it's really hard to, say that the preliminary round doesn't matter. Have a horrible preliminary round compared to what the expectations were, and then go on and try to win the next 3 games and contend for a gold medal. So I'm picking the Finns as a paper favorite here, a favorite on paper. I really want Canada to win, but I don't think it's going to happen considering the way their tournament has gone. Now, their keys to success for Canada, they're going to have to get better goaltending from Mackenzie Blackwood. I don't see Mason McDonald making the start, but you never know. Canada, guys like Lawson Krause, Braden Point, Hayden Fleury, Mitch Marner, Dylan Strome, all of those guys have to be better than they have been, and they need to get on the score sheet. For Finland, Finland needs to come out and really take it to Canada early. They need to get ahead. Obviously, the key to beating Canada in this tournament has been getting them behind early. Canada needs to come out and score first, something they haven't done in the tournament. So, I mean, I think the advantage points to Finland in the way that they've played so far. They just need to keep doing more of what they've done. And I totally expect Finland to be the favorite, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if they beat Canada. So that's pretty much all I have for right now. I will do a semi-final preview, and I highly suspect that my next video will be talking about Canada's worst tournament since 1998, because they're going to really have to surprise me and beat the Finns. I really expect Finland to come out and dominate Canada and eventually beat them. So stay tuned for my semi-final preview video. That's all I have for right now. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like. I'll see you next time, guys. Take care.